Hello, how are you all? Hope you all are doing well. Okay, in our previous lecture, we has discussed what are the tax categories in USA. This is the second part of that. Historical. Added Agnam was an annual tax on sheep and goats levied by an Ottoman Empire. Unlike most Ottoman taxes, this tax went to the national treasury rather than regional treasuries. It was largely collected through tax farming. Res- Resm I assures, known as the bride tax, was a tax on marriage levied by the Ottoman Empire. Rab X, a tax levied on rabies by the Ottoman Empire. Salt tax is a tax on salt. Salt taxes have been the latest popular taxes in history. Salt taxes in France, India, and Russia were significant contributors to revolution or uprisings in those countries. Proposed automatic payment transaction tax is a proposed single tax system where all tax revenue would be collected by a small percentage of all transactions. Bank taxes purpose to improve financial stability. Currency transaction tax is a tax on currency conversion. Fine tax is a purpose currency transaction tax that attempts to tax speculators while not taxing more necessary currency conversion. Tobin tax is a purpose tax on spot conversions between currencies. Robin Hood tax is a campaign to enact a package of financial transactions taxes. Natural resources consumption tax is a purpose tax on natural resources, including in ungoverned areas such as oceans. Tariffs. A tariff is a tax levied on items crossing an international border. Tribute is a made from a less powerful country to a more powerful country as a sign of allegiance. Capitation. Poll tax, also called a head tax, is a fixed tax that must be paid by each person. Fiscus judicis was a tax that Jews were required to pay in the Roman Empire. Jizya is a tax paid by non-Muslim in a Muslim state compared to zakat. Lebzol was tax that Jews were required to pay in medieval Europe. Temple tax was a Roman tax used to pay for temples. Is a payment to a church or similar authority while voluntary in modern times. Historically, these payments have been mandatory. Tolerant tax was a tax levied in Austria Hungary against Jews. Zakat is a tax paid by a Muslim in the Muslim states compared to jizya. Taxes, promotion, marriage, and reproduction. A number of taxes have targeted the promotion of marriage and childbearing. They include AES uxorium, an ancient Roman tax on unmarried people. Bachelor tax, a general term for punitive taxes on unmarried men. Hassenschild, a Nazi era tax on unmarried people, tax on childless, Eastern Bloc taxes on childless people. Resm I Muse create a bachelor tax in the Ottoman Empire. Fees and tolls. Development impact tax is a fee charged to a developer to pay for the amount of infrastructure that will need to be built to accommodate the new residents or customers of the development, such as fees fund, municipal government services such as roads, domestic water services, and schools. Fares are payments required to use public transportation. Toll a fee required to use government infrastructure, usually a road, including bridges and tunnels. Tuition is a charge collected for attending schools and colleges. Many countries charge the tuition for attending government run schools, making this is a form of tax. Effective taxes. If inflation tax is the value lost for by inflation by holders of cash to lose money by reducing its value, but at the same time reduces the amount owed by the debtors because the real value of the debt has decreased. Significant is the difference between the value of money and the actual cost required to produce it, means make a profit from the difference in value. So it is frequently viewed as a tax. Other tax or refers to a person being forced to work instead of paying tax. Such systems require certain classes of people to labor for a certain length of time, and the person would be free once the curve obligation were met. While a form of unfree labor, it is also considered a tax since a person's labor has value. Curve was often implemented in areas where the poor had no money to pay as taxes. Church tax is any tax that goes to a church. Exotic, a tax of any kind intended to improve the environment. Franchise tax is a tax levied on the net worth of a corporation. Hummus was a tax on items slotted during a war levied in Islamic states. Scutage was a tax levied in England. A person could pay scutage instead of serving in the military. Surtax, who is an additional tax levied on some other tax. Wealth tax is a tax on the value of everything owned by a person. Thank you for watching my video. Hope you like it. Stay healthy and stay safe. Bye bye.